Welcome, everyone. My name is Paul, and I have the honor of serving as this greeter and master of ceremony as far as for this afternoon for Corwyn's ordination. We will begin here shortly, and my encouragement is to cultivate a sense of receiving this ceremony. My encouragement is to find an upright and dignified posture and be present to your breath, to your practice, as more people join us. So for those, engaging in Zazen. Please come to standing.
We'll make 3 prostrations or 3 standing bows.
With sincere mind and heart, please make your bow to the Buddha. With sincere mind and heart, please bow to your family. With sincere mind and heart, please bow to your ordaining teacher.
Please be seated.
So we welcome everyone to this very special occasion in our Boundless Way Zen family, the ordination of Corwyn Miyagashima. We heard some sounds during our bowing, so if you're not muted, please mute yourself now. And maybe Chad and Jenny, you could make sure everyone's muted except for us, because we'll be doing the ceremony for all of you. It's a joy to see so many people on the screen. It's a joy to share this special moment with all of you. And we will, at various times, be giving you some instructions, but mostly just do your best to take in the words of this very special and ancient ceremony where somebody decides that they would like to devote every cell in their body to the great way of the Buddha. And you will hear many different ways of fulfilling that vow right here in this ceremony. We also encourage you to sit in zazen, that is an upright sitting posture, if you can, but take care of yourself. This will be a fairly long ceremony, maybe about 45 minutes to an hour. And so if you do need to get up and use the bathroom or get something to drink or eat, no problem. And I want to welcome our very special guests here today. So in addition to Corwyn Miyagashima, I'm Melissa Blacker. This is David Reineck Roshi. And we also have joining us, and they'll be spotlit later, Bob Waldinger Sensei and Mike Fielicki Sensei. And I can see many people from our Boundless Way Zen community and family and friends. We also have Reverend Paul Galvin, who it can't be seen very well, but he's there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's our Shika, or Master of Ceremonies, for this ceremony. So he'll be giving some instructions. He'll be helping out Corwyn, and he will be helping all of us. And if you have any questions or concerns during this time, I also want to introduce Chad Cook and Jenny Smith, who are the tech people for this event. And if you're having some technical trouble, you can send them a little chat. I think that's possible to do because they're hosts. So without further ado, we will start our ceremony.
And just making sure, tech people, that we are spotlit here at the Hermitage Zendo. Great. We evoke the presence and blessings of our ancestors within the Dharma as we enter the Buddha's way. Hands in Gasho. Being one with the Buddhas in the 10 directions. Being one with the Dharma in the 10 directions. Being one with the Sangha in the 10 directions. Being one with our principal teacher, Shakyamuni Buddha. Being one with the first great woman teacher, Mahapajapati, and all her sisters whose names have been left unsung. Being one with the successive Buddhas and ancestors. Being one with the great teachers in China, particularly Bodhidharma and Hui Neng. Being one with the great teachers in Japan, particularly Dogen and Hakuin. Being one with the first teachers in the West, coming from China and Japan and Korea and Vietnam, and particularly those who gave our school its shape: Robert Aitken, Jiyu Kennett, Taizan Maizumi, Joshu Sasaki, Sung San, Koben Chino, and Shunrui Suzuki. Being one with all bodhisattvas and arhats in the 10 directions. May they all be present here as witnesses to the ordination of Corwyn Kinzan Miyagashima.
The way is perfect and like vast space, where there's no lack and no excess. The person who does not realize this wanders lost in a world of confusion and hurt, while the person who realizes the way is immediately at home. To be able to play freely in the field of awakening, it is necessary to let go of our grasping. Today, in this ordination ceremony, you make your vow to open your hands and let all be free. Have no doubt, there is nothing that surpasses this opening of our hands, letting go of our own grasping and entering the great way. Today, Kinzan, you shave your head and you put on the Buddha's robes. Cutting your hair is a sign of cutting the root of grasping. Changing your clothing is a sign that you step out of the cycle of delusion, opening the way of freedom for yourself and for all beings. These symbols were created to remind you to cut the root of delusion, to release that tight grasp, to open your hands, allowing you to hold all things gently with love and compassion.
Remember, among all the Buddhas in the 3 worlds, no one awakened without opening their hands, releasing dualistic views. So this is a special time. Making such a vow is rare in the events of the world. The way of ordination is vowing to walk the path of awakening with all of your heart, your mind, your being. Kinzan, please notice, please attend closely. Your body-mind is turning from its endless wandering among the abandoned grasses, and you are being reborn into the country of no birth, into your native land of the Buddhas. Grasping and ignorance do not cease, and yet in this moment, your original face, your true nature is revealed. Having nothing with which to cover your round head and wearing your Buddha's robes, you stand out as a witness before the world. If you follow this path truly, whoever comes in contact with you receives great benefit. Your abode is beyond the three worlds, and yet its virtue pervades the 10 directions. You walk equally among the Buddhas and ancestors. Remember your teachers and your true nature. Respect the way of the Buddhas as your very heart.
It is said in the drifting, wandering world, it's very difficult to cut our grasping. But now you're vowing to let go and to realize the truth beyond self and other. This is true gratitude. This is the way of love and compassion. Kinzan, think of your parents and thank them for having given you this life. Consider carefully the mysterious karma that brought you here to this place and this time and this event. Think of what your loved ones, your parents, and your family have done for you. And further consider what your Sangha has done to bring you to this moment. Think of your teachers. Thanks to them, you are now able to dedicate your life freely to the welfare and service of all beings. Now, Kinzan, recall the world of boundlessness. That you can do that is indeed rare, so far beyond the imagination of those caught in the tangle of self and other. When for the first time bodhisattvas raise the Bodhi mind in the midst of birth and death, single-mindedly seeking awakening, the merit they derive from this very moment mind is deep, broad, and truly boundless. Though Tathagatas may explain it minutely, its healing truth can never be exhausted. I now give you the inner robe of the Buddha. Patience. So bow towards me. This last hair is called the Shura. Only a Buddha can cut it off. Now I will cut it off. Will you allow me to cut it?
I will.
You can sit up now. Shaving your head, and again shaving your head, cutting your grasping, you are now on the path of the Buddha. With the mind of awakening, you are free to help all beings in the realm of suffering.
Leaving home, I seek the boundless way. Freed from my ancient karma, freed from my grasping, freed from form and color. Everything is changed except my desire to live in truth with all beings. Embracing the path of love and compassion, I vow to free all who suffer.
We had a visit from a hungry ghost, so we're just going to pause for a moment. So one of the things that I'm going to be giving to Corwyn today is a lineage chart that lists all of the lineage ancestors going back to Shakyamuni Buddha, coming forward through my teacher, James Myoan Ford, to me, and now to Reverend Corwyn. And can you just show that, hold that up to the camera so you can see what that looks like. And what I'm doing with all these ritual objects is putting them over this incense holder, sensing them, and then giving them to the ordinand. The next piece of paper I'm going to give to Corwyn is the certificate of ordination. And there are two versions. One is the modern American version, so which he can show to anyone to prove that he is a clergy person when he marries someone or officiates at a funeral. So this is the certificate of ordination. And the second certificate of ordination is copied from the one that has been handed down through our ancestors. And it has Corwyn's new names in kanji, and then some more words and seals. And now I'm going to give Corwyn a bowing mat, which is called a zagu in Japanese. And this protects the koromo, which she doesn't have, the okesa, which she's not wearing yet, the robe of the Buddha, from touching the ground.
O Bodhisattvas, Mahasattvas, please concentrate your hearts on me. I, Kinzan, Buddha's disciple, receive the Nisidana Zagu within our tradition said to be made according to Buddha's own. I will use it and protect the Dharma.
And the ordaining teacher's privilege is also to give a set of bowls to the new Buddha, to the new ordinand. And these bowls are given from my heart to yours.
O Bodhisattvas, Mahasattvas, please concentrate your hearts on me. I, Kinzan, Buddha's disciple, receive the Buddha's bowls that are just enough for eating and begging. I will use these bowls made by the ancestors and follow their sacred meaning. The endless merit of the Buddhas and ancestors fills these bowls. I vow to offer it to all beings.
And now the last piece of the ensemble is the Buddha's robe, the O Casa. And for this you can stand after I sense it and give it to you.
In a moment.
We have a couple.
Sorry.
O Bodhisattvas, Mahasattvas, please concentrate your hearts on me. I, Kinzan, Buddha's disciple, receive this Uttara Sangha robe of 7 panels, each panel made from 2 long pieces and 1 short piece. I will wear this robe of Buddha with the mind and body of its sacred meaning.
We will now chant the verse of the Casa. If you have one of our temple sutra books, it's on page 78. If not, just join as you can. And we will be chanting this 3 times. verse of the Casa. Vast is the robe of liberation, of formless field of benefaction. I wear the Tathagata's teachings, saving all sentient beings. Vast is the robe of liberation, of formless field of benefaction. I wear the Tathagata's teachings, saving all sentient beings. Vast is the robe of liberation, of formless field of benefaction. I wear the Tathagata's teachings, saving all sentient beings.
Now, wearing the clothes of the Buddha and having the Tathagata's bowls, we will give you the Bodhisattva Precepts. Wishing to receive the precepts, first of all, you should confess and atone using the verse given to us by our ancestors on the Great Way.
We will now chant the Gata of Atonement. This is on page 5. Gata of Atonement. All evil karma ever created by me since of old, on account of my beginningless greed, anger, and ignorance, born of my body, mouth, and thought, I vow to atone for it all. All evil karma ever created by me since of old, on account of my beginningless greed, anger, and ignorance, born of my body, mouth, and thought, I vow to atone for it all. All evil karma ever created by me since of old, on account of my beginningless greed, anger, and ignorance, born of my body, mouth, and thought, I vow to atone for it all.
Having confessed and made atonement, you have purified your body, mouth, and thoughts. This purification arises within the mystery of atonement, our turning from separation and toward the way. Next, you reveal yourself as the three treasures, which have the virtues and merits of the one body. Once you reveal yourself as the three treasures, all virtues and merits will be in complete accord. And at this point in the ceremony, I'm going to bless everyone who's here in person with the wisdom water, and I'll throw some at the screen so you can receive the wisdom water as well. But I will try not to get it wet. Everything. Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh. Almost didn't put the wisdom back in the water. Back in my head, that is. Everything is new and fresh.
You will now receive the precepts.
Hands in Gasho. First, the three treasures. Repeat after me, but say being rather than be. Be one with the Buddha.
Being one with the Buddha.
Be one with the Dharma.
Being one with the Dharma.
Be one with the Sangha.
Being one with the Sangha.
Be one with the Buddha in oneness, the awakened nature of all things.
Being one with the Buddha in oneness, the awakened nature of all beings.
Be one with the Dharma in diversity, the ocean of wisdom and compassion.
Being one with the Dharma in diversity, the ocean of wisdom and compassion.
Be one with the Sangha in harmony, the interdependence of all.
Being one with the Sangha in harmony, the interdependence of all.
The Buddha has been revealed.
The Buddha has been revealed.
The Dharma has been revealed.
The Dharma has been revealed.
The Sangha has been revealed.
The Sangha has been revealed.
The three treasures are revealed. From now on, the Tathagata, Buddha, complete awakening, and perfect wisdom are your guides. Do not follow misleading or false ways. Because of the benevolent compassion of the Tathagata, you have been able to reveal the three treasures. Will you maintain them?
I will.
Next, you receive the three pure precepts.
Not knowing, thereby giving up fixed ideas about yourself and the universe. Will you vow to cease from evil?
I will.
Bearing witness to the joy and suffering of the world. Will you vow to practice good?
I will.
Honoring wholeness in yourself and others. Will you vow to save all beings?
I will.
These are the three pure precepts. Will you maintain them?
I will.
Next, you will receive the 10 grave precepts.
The 10 grave precepts. Recognizing you are not separate from all that is, will you vow to take up the way of not killing?
I will.
Frustration.
Being satisfied with what you have, will you vow to take up the way of not stealing?
I will.
Honoring mutuality and respecting commitment, will you vow to take up the way of not misusing sex?
I will.
Listening and speaking from the heart, will you vow to take up the way of not speaking falsely?
I will.
Cultivating a mind that sees clearly, will you vow to take up the way of not intoxicating mind and body?
I will.
Unconditionally accepting what each moment has to offer, will you vow to take up the way of not finding fault with others?
I will.
Meeting others on equal ground, will you vow to take up the way of not elevating yourself at the expense of others?
I will.
Using all the ingredients of your life, will you vow to take up the way of not sparing the Dharma assets?
I will.
Transforming suffering into wisdom, will you vow to take up the way of not harboring ill will?
I will.
Honoring your life as an instrument of the great way, will you vow to take up the way of not defaming the three treasures?
I will.
These 16 precepts, the three treasures, the three pure precepts, and the 10 grave precepts, originated in the Sangha of Shakyamuni Buddha, and they have been transmitted through all the generations of Buddhas and ancestors to me. Now I have given them to you. Will you maintain these precepts as your very life?
I will.
When sentient beings receive the precepts, they enter the realm of the Buddhas. This is the Buddha treasure, complete and absolute awakening. Truly, those who embrace the precepts are the children of the Buddha.
Now we will have the ceremony of recognition.
So you come to standing and face the screen here. And please, everyone, come to standing and make standing bows to the Ordinand as a newly ordained Buddha, newly born Buddha. And the Ordinand will respond with a prostration to you all. Buddha recognizes Buddha, and Buddha bows to Buddha.
We're going to chant the Daishin Dharani, which is on page 20.
Actually, it's not.
It's not. It's on page 20.
Used to be on
It
here.
used to
be on
yeah,
page
in the
20.
older
35.
edition. What's that?
35?
35.
Oh, thank you, Jenny.
Thank you. Daishin Dharani Namu Karatan no Toreyaya Namu Oriya Goryokichi Shifuraya Fujisato Boya Moko Sato Boya Moko Kya Runikaya Ensa Haraha Eshu Tanno Tonsha Namu Shikiri Toimo Oriya Boryokichi Shifura Rindo Mo Namu Nora Kinji Kiri Moko Dosha Misabo Tojo Shube no Shu Insabo Sato no Mu Bodya Mohate Choto Jito En Oboryo Kiru Gyachi Raji Ikiri Moko Fujisato Sabo Sabo Mura Mura Moki Moki Rito In Kuryo Kuryo Kemo Toryo Toryo Hojaya Chimoko Hojaya Chitora Tora Chirini Shifuraya Shadora Shohamora Go Shiri Yuki Yuki Shino Shino Orasan Furashari Haza Haza Furashaya Kuryo Kuryo Mora Kuryo Kuryo Kiri Sharo Sharo Shiri Shiri Suryo Suryo Fujiya Fujiya Fudoya Fudoya Michiriya Nora Kinji Chin Shiri Koya Mono Somoko Shidoya Somoko Moko Shidoya Somoko Shidoyuki Shifuraya Somoko Nora Kinji Somoko Mora Nora Somoko Shirasu Omoyaya Somoko Sobomoko Shidoya Somoko Shakira Shoshiro Somoko Hodo Mogyo Shidoya Somoko Nora Kinji Hayaraya Somoko Mohori Shingaraya Somoko Namakara Tando Toreyaya Namu Oriya Boryokichi Shifuraya Somoko Shiteyo Modora Odoya Somoko.
Oh. Wow. Oh. On this occasion, auspicious signs appear in the 10 directions. The earth trembles and blossoms fall. All bodhisattvas ask all the Buddhas, what is the meaning of such an extraordinary sign? All Buddhas reply, in this world, a follower of the Buddha's teaching has received the Bodhisattva Precepts from his teacher, who has previously received them from her teacher. All bodhisattvas resolve to observe the precepts timelessly. Therefore, the universe manifests joyousness. The bodhisattvas vow to all such home leavers, saying, If so, you practice and study together with all Buddhas. Therefore, accept all Buddhas as witnesses and teachers, and accept the Bodhisattvas as fellow practitioners. Please be mindful of these precepts moment after moment, realizing them in your daily life. Due to the ripening of this great opportunity, your body now rests in the Dharma world. Realize that the whole world is involved in maintaining these precepts. In these precepts, there is no subject and no object, and so, of course, there is no merit either. Within this mystery, our practice is timeless and boundless. Preserve the good roots of these precepts and share the Buddha way with all sentient beings. Kinzan, you have received Buddha's precepts, and all beings have entered Buddhahood. With your name and clothes, with the lineage of transcendent wisdom, you are a child of Buddha, one with all beings. So now I'm going to give just a short talk about Kinzan Ryudo's names. He receives during this ordination a second name. When you took the precepts, you're given the name Kinzan, which means joyful mountain. Anybody who knows Corwyn knows that that's a very good name for him. He sits like a mountain, and there's a bubbling up of joy that happens pretty frequently in your practice, along with everything else. And Ryudo, which is his new name as a priest, is a family name. Everyone that I've ordained receives the name Ryudo, which means the Hall of the Dragon. So Ryudo Kinzan is your new name. A dragon hall is one where no matter what is coming up for you, you vow to exhibit the wisdom and the persistence and the power and energy of the dragon. And I trust that you will do this.
I would now like to invite the Sangha to offer some encouraging words to Rudo Kinzan. You can do this by going into the reactions and raising your hand, or if you have an older version, it could be under the participants.
And once you raise your hand, Paul will call on you and you'll get spotlighted by our tech wizards.
Tom.
And you have to unmute yourself. Tom, can you click on your microphone button?
Oh, is it
if you gave us...
allowed to unmute?
Yeah.
Okay.
Congratulations, Corwyn. You're well deserving of all of the praise that undoubtedly you will gain in your new position.
Thank you, Tom.
Diane. Might not see.
Oh, Dinah.
Dinah.
There we go. Yes.
Yes.
And you have to unmute yourself too. Can you do that?
No, I just.
Okay, he did it.
Reverend Corwyn. Your ordination brings me great joy. Thank you for sharing it with us all.
Thank you so much for being here.
I have to get closer. Joanne, you are unmuted.
Corwyn, this is so exciting and congratulations. I remember when you first said that you wanted to do this, I had no doubt that it was going to happen. And I'm just very excited for you and your wonderful heart. And thank you.
Thank you so much, Joanne.
Michael, and you're unmuted.
Corwyn, this is wonderful. You have the heart of a dragon, and you are. I have seen you grown in the Sangha, and I'm speechless. I think this is a wonderful thing for you and also for the Sangha, and I'm in awe and I bow deeply to you.
Thank you so much, Michael. And thank you for being on my ordination committee.
Yes.
Rich.
You're unmuted. Oh,
Oh, no, he's now muted,
I unmuted you, Rich.
but he
You
muted
can-
himself.
Can you unmute yourself? I lowered his hand up.
There you go.
there we go.
Okay.
So just in the short time I've known Corwyn, I've been just inspired by your dedication and your loyalty and your irreverence and your utter honesty. It's just very special to me.
Thank you so much, Rich. Your reference.
Bob.
Corwyn, we often use the term Dharma light, but when I think of Dharma light, I think of you. And it's what you are to the very core of your being, in all your playfulness and all your depth. The earth trembles and blossoms fall, and this is a great day of joy for all of us. Welcome to the Dragon Hall. It's a crowded place. You will find that this path brings you many surprises on your priestly journey and great joy.
Thank you so much, Bob Sensei.
Ray and Celia.
Ray, yeah, delighted, Corwyn, great joy, and feeling your heart, an open heart, and sort of inviting me also to recommit to the precepts again and again. And you once alluded to the fact that you can't be a priest unless you've fallen on your face. And that process, even though you are ordained, does not stop. And it's the falling on your face will be in ways you hadn't expected. and we'll challenge you very deeply. And at your core. And so invite you to remember your name, remember Dragon Hall, because that's what it will take to face to be on this journey. So thank you again, and my thoughts and prayers go with you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ray. And I'm sure I will continue to keep falling on my face. I'm good at it.
Jamie.
Congratulations, Corwyn, the determination of a dragon and the joy of a jester. I've loved trying to keep up with you from our first session together, when after a long day of sitting, you and Adam decided to stay up later and sit and walk some more. And that determination and that joy is just such a gift. And I bow to you and congratulate you.
Thank you, Jamie. And you were my first practice leader teacher, so I follow in your footsteps as well. Thank you.
Stephen Murphy. Unfortunately, I can't.
Give permission.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
Am I good?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Corwyn, the theme of much of these comments are joy. And that's certainly been the case with me. It's been a joy to work with you, not just as practice leaders, but in the yard and everywhere else. So congratulations. Your path might be filled with falling down, but it's going to be a joyful process. And I look forward to watching it and following along with you.
Thank you so much, Stephen.
Will.
Thank you. Corwyn, the head looks good shaved.
Thank you.
I don't know if you knew that beforehand. Often people don't find out until it happens, but you're lucky. It looks great. I've been with Boundless Way 3 years now, and in a way, I'm surprised that you're only now becoming a priest. I sort of thought you were built in somehow. You have seemed like a central fixture all along, and I think you are actually a central fixture. So helpful, so inspiring, and just today I feel like I've learned a lot just from watching you bow. Your illustrations are very complete and very moving. So thank you, and I'm going to depend on you further in the future.
Thank you so much, Will.
Adam. Fortunately, you have to unmute yourself. Yes.
There's a setting.
Is there a setting?
Yes.
All right, he did it. He did it.
I got it. Corwyn, yeah, I don't really know what to say. It warms my heart to know and to be here with you right now, and just very grateful to the friendship that we have, and I really look forward to many talks in the Dragon Hall at Debo on Friday mornings with Ryoto Kinzan. So thank you.
Thank you, my partner in crime. And nice hair, by the way.
I figure since you're free from grasping, I'll vow to keep doing it for a little while longer.
Alan. You're unmuted.
Corwyn, I've had the privilege of serving with you in many ways over the years. And so I can say what everyone here knows, that you have a true spirit of service, service to the Buddha, to the Dharma, and to us, your Sangha. And one of the ways you inspire me is that you do this, you do all this service without ever needing to put yourself forward. And this is why it's so wonderful for us that you're moving more and more into leadership positions, not needing to be in them. And Corwyn, I just want to say, I'm so grateful for your service and for the spirit with which you do it, your inspiration, and for your friendship.
Thank you so much, Alan.
Chris Emerald.
Corwyn, I think you just demonstrated that great Bodhisattva moment of reaching behind your head and adjusting the Zoom settings. It so perfectly captures your tremendous Zen spirit, I think I echo what Alan and Will and others have said. I feel such a sense of gratitude for you. And I want to share share one anecdote from a sesshin many years ago, where at the end of the sesshin, I was feeling so many strong, intense feelings, and there was a sense of sort of cool distance, I thought, and then you spoke with tears in your eyes about how moved you had been, and it transformed my practice because of you allowing us to see your broken heart. It's an astounding gift, and I'm forever grateful for it, and I know that I'm not alone. So congratulations to you, and thank you so much.
Thank you, Chris.
Dawn.
Hi, Corwyn. Well, so I just wanted to say thank you for everything you've done. And I'm kind of, echo what a lot of other people have said. You have a way of holding us in this Sangha and supporting us in such a touching and sensitive way. It's hard to express. You welcome everyone. And I have to say, one of the reasons that I ended up hooked on this Sangha is because of you, Corwyn. Your welcoming heart is an astounding gift. So thank you and congratulations.
Thank you so much, Dawn.
Let me jump in for a moment as we're speaking about broken hearts. That your joy comes from the brokenness which you have known. And so opening your heart to the great pain and the great joy, they do not separate. We do not get to have only one. And having known moments of great aloneness and sadness, the joy comes forth on its own as true nature.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Pierce.
Corwyn, I didn't know about Joyful Mountain, but it is so appropriate. That's what you do. You spread joy about. And I'm very grateful for your presence here in the Sangha. I'm grateful for your support of my Zoom practice. And I feel like, this wonderful ceremony couldn't happen to a nicer guy. And because it happens to you, you somehow contrived to make it happen for all of us. Yeah. So congratulations. And when you get through, check your email, because my wife has sent you a little ordination gift that speaks to one of your particular interests. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Pierce, and also to Susan.
Jeannie.
Hi, Corwyn. I want to say thank you, mostly for being you, which you keep showing up doing. And, also obviously for your service, which we all feel, for you doing it with such wonderful lightheartedness, for all your tech help all the time. And I also want to send love from those of us in Florida who are blessed by your presence sometimes. There are several of us here today. So,
Thank you so much.
Eddie.
Congratulations, Corwyn. Am I unmuted?
Yes.
You're good.
You are.
You're good.
I just want to say how joyful I am to be able to see you receive this today. And you always, there's so much been already said. It's like you are a joyful mountain, and everybody knows it. And you've shared so much with me. Help every time I send you an email, I get right back all the confusion I have about the Zoom stuff and whatever. And I just can't wait to see what your cat does when you get home now that you've been.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Eddie.
Eddie.
And I'll be sending you questions about how to take care of this, I suppose.
Fanus, you're unmuted.
You're all set.
Hello, Corwyn. It's the middle of night here, and the sleep is forcing me to go. So I just came to say thank you and congratulations. I know you can keep walking in the way of compassion. Just as you transmigrated to a dragon, please don't beat anybody and be a more kind.
Thank you so much, Fanus. And thank you for staying up.
Yeah. From Iran.
Yes.
Carmen.
Hello, Corwyn. Thank you so much for inviting us to. Can you hear us? Yes. Thank you so much for inviting us to share in this most joyful of occasions. I've known you for so long, all these years, and I know that you're not just a joyful mountain, but you are a pillar of strength. I've never seen you not get up anytime that you've fallen, and I wish you many more, much more strength in the future, and that you're always able to get back up every time you fall, just like you've always had in the past. So congratulations, and thank you so much for allowing us to be in your life.
Thank you so much, Carmen and Martine.
Thank you, Corwyn.
I went to school with them.
Oh, how wonderful.
Misha.
With Carmen.
Corwyn, you helped me with my Roxu way back in the day, and at that moment I knew what a great teacher you were, and along with those wonderful jokes, being able to see humor is so important in poetry. So of course you're wonderful. We all know that. Yeah, you're wonderful. Now I have to censor myself around you. But I congratulate you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So much. And there's no need to censor yourself. It's fine.
Christine.
Hi, Corwyn. Congratulations. And I just want to reiterate something that other people have said, which is that your welcoming spirit, especially as a layperson when I first started, is what really dragged me and my children into the family that is our Sangha. It was your name came up the first time I brought, each one of them, that like wow, he's really nice. They just felt like they were part of the Sangha. And so I just find it absolutely amazing that you've made it this far. I knew from the moment I met you that you were going to get this far, and congratulations.
Thank you, Christine.
Madhu.
I want to say thank you so much, Corwyn, for everything. And I remember the first day I came to the temple and I was so nervous and anxious. And I remember seeing you there and you made me feel so good, and I even remember asking you this question, like how to do Zen meditation. And I don't know if you remember what the answer was. And then you said, oh, everything you're doing, whatever meditation you are doing right now, it's already Zen. And I was like, oh, wow. And then I was like, oh my gosh, she must be one of the head teachers or something like that, So I already felt like you were a teacher. So, I think this is, such a great moment for you, and I'm really happy for you, and many, many congratulations.
Thank you so much, Madhu.
Jenny.
Yeah, Corwyn, I'm just so grateful to have you as a Dharma brother, and I remember before I knew you, you made an impression. You had this special little cloth to lay out when you're playing the drum to set sutra book on. You're the only one that did that, and just especially this last year. We've been involved in everything, and
well said.
And yeah, stay gold, Corwyn.
Thank you, Jenny.
Yeah, lovely.
Jenny from Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Jenny from Pittsburgh.
Yeah. Krissa.
Oh, Krissa. From Cyprus.
Ooh.
You hear me? No.
Yeah, now we can. Yes, yes.
Congratulations, dear Corwyn. I'm so, so happy for you and such an honor to be part of this ceremony. You're one of the first persons that really made me feel welcome in the Sangha. And I really appreciate your sense of humor and our chats, our mokkasans, where I have the possibility to ask whatever comes into my mind. Thank you so much. I'm really happy for you. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Krissa. Yeah, Mock-you-san, or Mock.
Mock-you-san.
Mike. Mike Sensei.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So I just want to welcome you to the Dragon Hall as well, Corwyn. The first time we sat together for any real duration was at a sesshin, and we were right near each other. And in the beginning of the sesshin, Corwyn was watching me for how to practice Oryoki, but by the end, I was watching you. You really pay such close attention and have such a gift for the forms. And it's a gift to us all, as you heard from others, such a profound service to be able to show up so completely for everybody. And I vow here, along with everybody else, I'm sure, to show up for you. And so when you do fall, just as you are here for all of us again and again and again, we are here for you.
Thank you so much, Mike Sensei.
And the last one before.
This is my brother.
Yeah, it's your brother.
Christine.
And sister-in-law.
Oh, wonderful. And a cat.
And Muggsy.
So congratulations, Corwyn. Muggsy wore his robes just for you. You know, as a little brother, it's been eye-opening to see you through everybody else's eyes, you know, hearing all these comments. So it was very nice. Also, as a little brother, I've enjoyed seeing you fall on your face, but not so much as this one. So we're very proud of you.
Yes, we're very proud of you, Corwyn. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And Danielle.
And before Corwyn offers his own words back, I want to, as your ordaining teacher. Oh, Paul.
Can I say one thing?
Yes,
Yeah.
Paul.
Yeah.
You first.
You go.
Yes, Paul. Go for it.
Such an honor to be here, and hard not to get choked up just a little bit. It is our way in our school that someone inhabits a role, and in this case, a priest, for a long time before it's recognized. And that's really what this ceremony is. It is this recognition of something that Corwyn already has. And so many of you have already said this as far as to him. And one of the things that jumps out to me is that Corwyn has visited almost, I think, all of our sanghas. And more. And more, absolutely. Just so unselfish, so giving, and just proud to call him a brother.
Thank you, Paul.
And yeah, let's see if I can get through this.
A little emotional
Thanks
here.
a lot, you guys. I've been a home leaver myself for many years. We call someone who is a priest an unsui, which means a home leaver, right? Isn't that what it means?
Isn't that clouds and water?
Clouds and water,
yeah.
right.
Because that's a novice priest, is unseen.
Right. Yeah, so you wander through the world homeless. But when Mike Sensei started with the preamble, I had to look it up again because tears immediately came to me when I thought of you. He says, someone who doesn't realize that the way is perfect, like vast space, wanders lost in a world of confusion and hurt, while the person who realizes the way is immediately at home. And this dragon hall that people have been talking about, I have ordained a few people here, a few people on the screen. You're in good company in that fierce place of practice. And when I first met you, when you first wandered into the temple, people wander into the temple all the time, and then they wander out again. I never see them. All of you who are here still, I'm so grateful for everyone's practice. We cannot do this by ourselves. We find our true home when we leave our old home of the self and find each other in the Sangha. And I remember the first time I met you, I thought, oh, I hope he stays. And the fact that you have stayed, and that you asked me to be your teacher, and that you asked me to ordain as a priest, are two of the most joyous moments in my life, when you affirmed the way for yourself and I got to be part of it. I feel so lucky to know you. I don't want anyone to think that Corwyn is a perfect person. Many of you know him pretty well. Your parents are here, your brother's here, sister-in-law.
They can tell you stories.
Yeah, I bet. But so could all of we, because you don't hide behind a wall of some kind of shiny perfectedness. You are thoroughly yourself in every moment. And that's what a real priest is, a real light, a real Dharma light. So I'm just endlessly grateful to you. Whatever happens now, I trust that you can't stop yourself from spreading the Dharma wherever you go.
Thank you so much. Yeah, so now it's my turn. And I'm overwhelmed. As an introvert, I'm not used to all the attention being on me. And it's weird. A dear friend of mine the other day, she had called me up and sent me a text message and wishing me a happy birthday, and accidentally called this my coronation. Just lost the word for a second, like no, ordination. And I kind of feel like that, I've been reflecting on the idea of leaving home, because that's what you traditionally would do. And I feel like I haven't so much left home as I've just expanded my home, even wider, to the everyone in the Sangha, everyone in the world. And it's just such a wonderful thing. And I'm so thankful for all the people who came. Many of you are up late right now out in Europe, and taking time out of your day, and several people who couldn't be here. But I just appreciate everyone, and you've given me all this praise, and all I could think of is when Bodhidharma was standing in front of Emperor Wu, I think, and said, who is it who stands before me? And well, I am you, and you are me. You are standing before you, because I'm just reflecting all of you and following in the footsteps of all of you. And I'm so grateful to, my official teacher, my guiding teachers, all the assistant senior teachers, but all the teachers in this Sangha, everybody on the screen, everyone I've ever met. So I'm just so grateful to everyone for, I didn't do this by myself. This is all of us did this. So thank you all.
So, I joyfully announce to all beings everywhere that the ordination ceremony of the Reverend Rudo King-san is now concluded. Applause! Yay! We will end with 4 Bodhisattva Vows. And if you're at home, it's on page 90 or page 11 in the chant books. The 4 Bodhisattva Vows. Beings are numberless, I vow to free them. Delusions are inexhaustible, I vow to end them. Dharma gates are boundless, I vow to enter them.
Buddha way is unsurpassable. I vow to embody it. Beings are numberless. I vow to free them. Delusions are inexhaustible. I vow to end them. Dharma gates are boundless. I vow to enter them. The Buddha way is unsurpassable. I vow to embody it. Beings are numberless. I vow to free them. Delusions are inexhaustible. I vow to end them. Dharma gates are boundless. I vow to enter them. The Buddha way is unsurpassable. I vow to embody it.
So coming to standing for 3 standing bows or full prostrations.
Standing bow towards the altar. Facing our screens, one final standing bow to the Sangha.
Thank you, everybody, for being here today. It was such a joyous occasion. Congratulations, Corwyn. Thank you to the teachers, the priests, and everyone who participated. May all beings be saved from our own delusion together in this wonderful Sangha family. So if we were back at the temple, and someday I believe we would be getting together, hugging each other, imagine that, and eating cupcakes. But I'm going to suggest that you go off somewhere and celebrate, and you can send congratulatory emails to Corwyn. Thank you, everyone. That's the end of our ceremony. Wonderful to see you all. And may you all be well. Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Yes, unmute yourselves.
Congratulations, Corwyn. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Corwyn.
Congratulations,
everybody. Ciao.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Good luck.
Adios.